One for you already. Wonderful. Two. Cool. If you guys can just let me know if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up or something like that. That would be great. Louise Knight is watching. Always watching. Oh, Mr. Leadster, wonderful. Morning, Louise. Wonderful, 11 people already. We're doing good. What are we on for time? Another minute or so, and then we all crack on. Morning, Mr. Lidster. I tried to get Dad out here, but he wasn't having any of it. Morning, Ria. Right. I think everyone's ready. Everyone's ready on the time. We will crack on. Cool, so I hope you enjoyed the last video I did for mobility. So what we're going to do is completely change it up. Loads of different exercises, maybe a couple that we did last time, but just sort of make them a little bit more advanced, and we're just going to go from there and see how we get on, okay? So our first movement we're going to be doing is going to be a 2-position cobra, okay? So for this one, what we're going to be doing is lying down on our front, hands in by our side. So the first position we want to come to, so from here we're going to be pushing our chest up off the floor. I want you to just come high enough that your bottom ribs are touching the floor. Good morning, Mr. Murch. Okay, you're going to hold that position for a couple of seconds, keeping the head up. You're going to come back down. And then push up as high as you can, locking those arms out, like so. Hold for a couple of seconds again, and then back down. Okay, so I'll just start the timer and we'll crack on. Cool, so starting from the ground then. So from here we're going to be pushing up, just letting those bottom ribs touch the floor still. Back down. Fully push up as high as we can, lock those arms out, keeping that head up nice and tall. And back down. Good, and you're just going to repeat that for a full minute. Really try and let those hips sink into the ground as well when you fully extend. Good, guys, really nice, nearly there. That's 1, 3, 2, 1. Good, right, and rest there. Right, last time we did something called mountain climbers. We're going to add a little bit of a rotation onto that as well now, okay? So same start position, so press up, okay? So full press up position, keeping that core tight. So we're going to bring that foot up as high as we can on the outside of our hand. Try and make sure it's nice and flat. You can drop that back knee down if you need to. If not, keep it off the floor, okay? We're then gonna rotate same side as the leg, opening that chest up, back to the middle, come down, up, and switch over. Okay, so we're gonna carry on doing that for a full minute, please, guys. Take your time with it. It's not a race. I know it's very early, so probably not all of you are quite awake. Good, really try and rotate as far around as you can, guys, on each one. You're doing really well, we're about halfway through. Good, nearly there, last couple. Lovely, and rest there. Right. Next one we're going to do is something called Aladdin palms. Now this is a bit of a tricky one. People seem to get this one a little bit confused when they're doing it. So you can do it stood up, sat down, whatever you fancy. So the position, going to be arms out to the side. I might have to do this a little bit off to the side. So you're going to have one thumb up, one thumb down. So you want to be twisting the thumb that is up, okay? And you're trying to twist that arm around as far as you can, okay? And almost lean into it. You're gonna hold for a couple of seconds, back to the middle, and then switching over. This is a great one for the shoulders. Almost a bit like a corkscrew effect, okay? Really feel this one burning in the shoulders. Good. Doing really well, guys. You're over halfway. Let me know if your shoulders are clunking like mine are. Last 10 seconds. Good, and rest there. Right. This next exercise is probably one of the more technical ones you can do. So it's called a tripod, okay? So positioning wise, for this one, do it slightly side on so you can see a bit better. So your feet are going to be about shoulder width, hip width apart, okay? Just so you've got a nice sturdy base. Got those feet nice and flat. You're going to have one hand behind you, the other hand in here. So what I'm getting you to do is push your hips up as high as you can, really engage those glutes and hamstrings, and then you're reaching across your body, okay? Almost like a goalie going for the top corner. You're going to come all the way back down to the floor, switching over. Same again, okay? So we can do a full minute of this, guys. Really take your time on this one, because this is a very big movement. It's very good for the posterior chain. Lovely, guys, keep going, keep going. Push those hips up, then reach over. Nearly there, keep it up. Last one. Good, and rest there. Cool, so that's probably one of the harder ones we're going to do today. Next one is probably one of the simpler exercises. So these are called wipers, okay? So this is going to be a great one for your lower back. So again, I'll give you a side on view for this one. So you're going to be lying on your back, okay? And from there, you're going to have arms out to the side. Hello, Tiffany. So arms out to the side. You want to try and make sure they stay in contact with the ground the whole time. You're going to bring your knees up like so. So from here, we're going to drop those knees down all the way to the floor if you can. But remember to keep those hands on the floor. Back to the middle. And over to the other side. Okay? If that feels easy enough, what you can then do is straighten those legs. Just to make it a little bit harder. But just make sure you control that descent, as your legs will drop a lot faster. Okay, so we're going to keep going with this one, guys. What you will find as well, if you do the straight legs, you will feel it in your abs a little bit more. Good, guys. Just over halfway. Really control that breathing. Good, nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Cool. Right, next one we're going to do is something called a fire hydrant. So this is going to be a great one for the hips. So your start position is going to be a square position, okay? So we want hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. So from here, what we're going to do, you're going to be taking your leg back as far as you can, bring it round to the side, and back in. Okay, so it almost looks like you're cocking your leg, basically. Okay, so from here, and then you're going to switch over, so bring that leg back, round, and in. What you don't want to do is lean too much. As soon as I start leaning, it takes all the pressure off the hip, and then there's no point in doing the exercise, okay? So we're going to do a full minute of that, please. So we're just going to alternate as we go. Really take your time on these. The slower you go, the more that hip's going to have to work. Really nice, guys. 20 seconds to go. Good, and rest there. Beautiful. Right, next one we're going to do is something called a Cossack squat. So if you've got dodgy knees, we'll see how you get on with this. Just don't go into the stretch too far. And see how we get on with it. Okay, so your Cossack squat, you're going to be stood up. So obviously normal squat position is about shoulder width. We're going to go a hell of a lot wider for our Cossack. Turn those toes out as well, okay? So from here we're going to be sitting all our weight down onto one leg. As we come down onto that leg, we're then going to come up onto the heel of the other foot, okay? So try and keep your chest up nice and tall. We're going to sit down into that Cossack squat, try and keep that chest up. Come back to the top, you should feel it all through here, guys, as well. Good, and we're just going to alternate as we go. You should be able to get a little bit lower each time you go into the stretch. If that feels too easy, when you're at the bottom, just shift your weight across, don't come back up. Good. Doing really nice, guys. We're just over halfway now. Nearly there, last 15 seconds. Last one. Good, right. Final stretch or movement is going to be for your glutes, for your piriformis. This one's going to take a little bit of balance, okay? So you're going to be standing up nice and tall. Find a point and just focus on that. See how you get on. So what you're going to be doing is taking your foot, putting it just above your knee into this position. You're then going to squat down, hold for a couple of seconds. Should feel the stretch all through here. Back to the top. Switch over. And down. Okay, just alternating as we go. Lovely, guys. Really take your time. Try and stay on that foot as long as you can. Nearly. Right, last couple. 2, we'll go one more. 3, good. Right, rest there. Beautiful. So grab yourselves a drink, because that's all the ground-based mobility done. And we're going to move on to our flows next, okay? So for our flows, we're obviously going to take a series of these movements, put them all together, and just have you repeating it over and over for 2 minutes, okay? So what that's going to do is get that heart rate right up, get that body nice and warm, and prep you to work out, basically. Okay, and they're quite a workout in themselves if you choose the right exercises. So the first one we're going to be doing is shin boxes with tripods, okay? So we're going to do 2 of each and just repeat that over and over. So it's a very simple one, but it should be quite tiring. So foot position, obviously going just outside of shoulder width for your shin boxes. Weight onto the heels, okay? So I'd start with your hands behind you. So you can drop those knees down. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, okay. Back to the middle, then hand behind you. Get those feet nice and firm on the ground. You're going to push those hips up, reach across, and back down all the way to the floor. Relax, push up again. Same side. Good, switch over. Push up. Lovely. Right, and then we'll start the shin boxes again. Drop those knees. Back to the middle. Lovely, guys. See, we're almost a minute through already. Flies by. Good, so that's our shin boxes done. Back into those tripods, pushing up, reaching across, all the way back down. Push up, reaching across, back down, switch over. Lovely, guys, doing really well. Nearly there. Last 30 seconds. Drop those knees down, keep that chest up. Good. Right, final tripods. Lovely, good, and rest there, guys. Right, give yourselves 30 seconds or so. grab a drink, and then we're going to go through that once more, and then we'll move on to our second flow, then a bit of stretching, then we're all done. Okay, great. Right, a few more seconds. Right, let's go same thing again then please guys, so getting into position. So from here, dropping those knees down, all the way to the ground if you can, up to the middle, and over. Good. On each side. That's it. Into those tripods. Fully reset after each one, guys. Lovely, good. Back to those shin boxes. Good, we're about a minute through already, guys. Good. Final round for it. Let's go, make it the best one. Lovely, final tripods. Nice one. Lovely. Good effort, guys. That was really good. So that's probably the more technical one, the two. This next one's a little bit easier, okay? So we're going to be doing some prone swimmers, cobras, and a child's pose, okay? So for this one, we're going to be starting down on our front. So for our prone swimmers, we did these last week. So same again, I'd say keep your head down on the ground. Obviously, so I can talk to you guys, I will just keep my head up. So from here, lying down, arms by your side, palms facing up. So what you can do, oh, the cat's gonna come and join me, I think. No? Okay, good. Right, so from here, you're gonna bring those arms up, off the ground. Bring them round, yeah, she is coming in. Round to the side, all the way into the front. Oh, you're wonderful, come here. All the way around to the front, pausing at the top. Bring those hands in, nice and close to the chest. We're going to push those hips right into the ground, keep the chest up. Hold for a couple of seconds, then from here, we're going to sit back onto our knees into our child's pose. I'm just going to hold that child's pose for a couple of seconds, back down to the ground, and then start again, okay? It's like bloody Animal Farm out there now, Jesus. Right, so, out the way, cool. Right, so we're going to start from now, 2 minutes. Lift those arms up off the ground. Good, bring them round. Bring them into the chest. Push that chest up. Hold. Sitting back. Into our child's pose. Nice, guys, and then back down to the floor again. Beautiful, bring those hands in nice and close. Really push that chest up. Good, hold for at least a couple of seconds, just to really feel the benefit of the stretch. Gym cat, star in the making. She is, bless her. Lovely, guys, we're doing really well. We're about a minute through. Oh, and she's back. Lovely, guys, let's go. We've got a couple more rounds in us. So bring those arms up as high as you can. Round to the side. All the way to the front. Into the chest. Push up. Sitting back into that child pose. Good, right, once more through. Oh, you're a real pain today, aren't you? Good, and then child's pose to finish. Beautiful, right, give yourselves 30 seconds. And then we're gonna go for it again. Let's say it's a massive one for the shoulders and then the lower back as well, okay? So we can do that once more and then we can do a couple of stretches to finish off and then we're all done, guys. Done really well so far. Good, so we've got about 10 seconds. Let's get ready to go. Lie down your front, arms down by your side. Right, let's go. Those arms up. Like I keep saying, guys, just take your time with these movements as well. Good, guys, doing really well, just over halfway. The dog was going to get involved then as well. Oh, yeah, yes he is. Yeah. Bruno, get out of the way. God's sake. Good, guys, doing really well. 30 seconds to go. Hey, what are you doing? No, that doesn't mean I want to give you attention. Last 10 seconds, guys. Lovely, and rest there. Cool, so that's our flows all done. I'm just going to do a little bit of stretching to finish off. And then we're all done, okay? So our first stretch that we're going to do is something called a fragon, okay? It's going to be a massive one for sort of like the inside of your leg, a little bit of the hips as well. So your start position is going to be nice and squared. And from here, what you're going to do is bring one foot up on the outside of your hand, like so. And then from here, this back leg, we're going to twist it in, like so, okay? And what I want you to do is try and get your forearms down to the ground. So the closer to your feet you go, the harder it's going to be, okay? So the further out, if you want to make it a little bit easier, oh, bless me, to start from there, and then slowly work your arms back in, okay? So we're just going to hold this position for about a minute or so. Amy. She's alright, don't worry. Just as long as she doesn't stand in front of the camera. Okay, we're about 30 seconds in, guys. Nice deep breathing. Really let your body sink into the stretch, okay? Good. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back out of that stretch. Stop standing in front of the camera. Good, right, we're going to switch over to the other side now. So from here, flick that leg behind. Forearms down onto the ground. And we go again. So try and move those arms a little bit closer each time if you can. Good, you've got about 20 seconds to go, guys. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, right. Then final stretch we're going to do, so T rotation. So we're going to be lying on our back for this one. This one's nice and easy. So we're going to have our knees up to the side. One arm flat on the ground, the other one on top. So from here, all we're going to do is bring our arm up, over the top, and just hold that position there. Okay, make sure those knees are nice and high. Hello. Good, we're nearly there, guys. 20 seconds. Get out the way. Good, guys. Last 10. Beautiful, and rest there. Good. Right, knees over to the other side. This will be our final minute, and then we will be all done. Right, so start with that arm flat on the ground. Over the top. Okay, good. Hello. Nice, guys. Like I say, just let your body relax now. It's almost like our decompression. Just letting your body go into that relaxation mode. Getting ready to recover. We've done all the hard work. This is just the chill time now. Three, 2, 1. Good. Right, we are all done, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the session this morning. Like I say, if you get stuck with anything, just drop me a message and I'll try and help as best I can. Hopefully I'll see you again in like another week or so and we'll go through some more mobility, okay? Hope you all have a wonderful Saturday and I'll see you then.